Welcome to the W. My name is Lena Palushaj.
I'm Elise Stuetz.
With the start of the new school year brings new classes and new schedules.
Our current favorite is ASL. Instead of taking either Spanish or Italian, which most students take, we can now take American Sign Language. ASL enables students to communicate with deaf people through fingerspelling, signed words, and gestures.
Oh, by the way, you could take it to meet your graduation requirement.
Yeah, you can. So far in the class, we've learned how to sign the alphabet, count to 10, and some vocab words like feelings and different times of day.
This is how we have a conversation fully using ASL. In the United States, ASL was developed over 200 years ago, and today it is the third most used language.
Next, we'll be asking Ms. Barbuto, one of the ASL teachers here at Westlake, how she's feeling about the class.
How do you guys feel about the ASL class so far?
I think the ASL class is going very well in the high school. The kids seem to really enjoy it, and they really enjoy being more active in the classroom because a lot of the times they're signing with their partners, signing with each other, or they're watching us sign and writing down what we're doing. It's a different type of class, and it's new to them. So I think that I feel like they're really enjoying it.
I think I would agree as well. I think a lot of students are happy to have a different type of class where maybe there's not quite as much reading and writing as other classes, and there's more opportunities for kinesthetic learning. They're not sitting there just passively learning. They have to be active the whole time and following along, doing the signs with us. So I think so far it's gone really well, and I think a lot of students are getting a lot out of it.
And then how did you guys learn ASL?
So I learned many years ago when I was in college. I worked at the New York School for the Deaf. So I worked in the business office, and I had to learn how to sign the business language. So during the school day, they actually took the employees out and they taught us because you had to have a certain level of proficiency. So they would record us and they would send it up to New York State because you couldn't work there if you couldn't communicate. So it was pretty interesting. So I did that for just just under 2 years, and it was just a great experience. I talked to a couple people from there, and they are deaf, so that's pretty interesting. But I haven't used it in a while, so it's nice to have that kind of come back and teach the kids that part of it.
Yeah, for me it was actually a little bit different when I was really young and a kind of a kid myself. There was a woman actually at my church who used to do sign language, and I got really interested in it. I wasn't interested in sports or other things too much, so my mom decided to have me get a private tutor. A deaf woman actually would come to my house, and she was also a teacher at New York School for the Deaf, and she was fantastic. And she would actually privately tutor me one-on-one for years. And then when I got older, after I graduated college, I went to New York School for the Deaf and actually took classes in the evenings for several years. So
here's how a few ASL students feel about the class.
How are you guys liking the ASL class so far this year?
I think ASL is actually a really fun language to learn, and it's really informative. So I always look forward to going to that class every day just to learn some more cool signs I could use in my overall just future experiences in my life.
Yeah, kind of agreeing with her. I feel like it could be really helpful to learn the language, so it's nice to know it, learn.
I really like it. I don't know a lot of other schools that have it, so I think it's a really good opportunity that we can take the class.
Yeah, no, same. Like, I'm excited to just take it and learn it because I know other schools don't. Yeah.
Thank you.
Why did you take ASL this year?
This year I took ASL because I feel like it is good to know different types of way of communicating and, having it as a skill for a job in the future. I think it's really good to have and mention as part of your job.
I agree.
Studying ASL promotes better awareness of and a sensitivity to the deaf and hard of hearing community.
Even some parents teach their little kids some sign words so they can communicate with them before they even learn how to speak.
Thanks for watching. Hope you consider taking ASL next year. This has been Lena Palushaj
and Elise Stuetz. Back to you at the W.